What do beauty, jazz, and a beam of light have in common? They all follow the same ancient law, minimum action.
Less effort equals more beauty?
A massive research project, Beauty and the Brain, pulled together dozens of studies in neuroscience, philosophy, and psychology, and it reveals something stunning. Beauty isn't random. It happens when your brain says, "Ah, I get it." In physics, the principle of least action says this: a beam of light always takes the fastest, most efficient path between 2 points. Nature chooses the route of minimum effort. Your brain does too. When it sees a symmetrical face or a repeating rhythm, anything that's easy to process, it gives you a hit of dopamine. That sensation, that's beauty.
Beauty equals brain efficiency boost.
But here's the twist. Your brain doesn't just want easy. It wants just enough challenge, something it can solve. Too easy? Boring. Too hard? Confusing? Just right? That's where beauty lives. Boredom, beauty, chaos. Let's talk jazz. At first it sounds chaotic, but hidden in the noise are repeating themes, clever rhythms, playful harmonies. And if your brain cracks the code, if it suddenly gets it, you feel an unexpected, electrifying reward. That's the brain celebrating a victory.
Dopamine unlocked.
It's the same with modern art, abstract painting, or poetry. If you see the pattern beneath the surface, it feels powerful, even emotional. Beauty isn't on the canvas. It's in your brain, solving a puzzle. This process, finding meaning in complexity, is how your brain learns reality. When the world feels beautiful, it's often because your brain successfully made sense of it. In other words, beauty is understanding.
Whoa.
Let's connect this to something visual. Fractals. They look chaotic up close, but zoom out, and a pattern emerges. That's beauty in motion, complexity with structure. Or look at flowers. They're mathematically simple, but rich in variation. They keep the brain intrigued, but not overwhelmed. Nature mastered this. It doesn't design for perfection. It designs for just enough mystery. Juggles a rose, a spiral shell, and a snowflake. And maybe that's why beautiful people often feel a little mysterious. They're easy for your brain to process. Symmetrical, familiar, balanced, but still just complex enough to not be boring. Your brain says, "I get it, but I want to understand more."
Mystery equals maximum beauty?
So why do some people love jazz and others don't? Because if your brain hasn't learned to spot the patterns in it, it stays in the chaos zone. No clarity, no dopamine. But for someone trained, or just wired differently, it's pure joy. Beauty is not in the object. It's in the match between your brain and the pattern it finds. Now let's bring this back to design, to life, and even to shopping. Your brain loves beauty because it means, "I understand this. This fits. This is meaningful." We built our shop with that idea in mind. Simple, elegant, full of delightful, brain-pleasing details. Things that feel right the moment you see them.
Link in the first comment. Guaranteed dopamine.
So next time you hear a piece of music or see a painting or look at someone's face, and you feel something stir inside, ask yourself, did I just solve something? Did I understand the pattern? If so, that's your brain giving you a standing ovation. Beauty isn't just in the eye of the beholder, it's in the aha moment of recognition. It's what happens when chaos becomes order, just enough to make sense.
Beauty equals solved mystery.
If you've ever felt a rush of beauty and couldn't explain it, now you can. Drop a comment. What's the most beautiful thing you've ever experienced? And why do you think it hit your brain so hard? And check out our store. It's built for brains like yours. Patterns, pleasure, and plenty of dopamine.